Alright, so I'm going to do a playthrough as TJ Combo. I've been making character tutorials. I've done 5 so far. I'm halfway done. But I thought it'd be cool to do some playthroughs as well. So I could talk a bit more about the game. Correct anything that I said wrong in a tutorial, or talk about anything that I forgot. And, yeah, I figure, you know, if I'm just doing a gameplay playthrough, that's cool, but I feel like there's enough of those, right? If that's what you're looking for, you got options. But since I've been making these tutorials, I mean, I'm making them for people to learn the game. I love Killer Instinct, so yeah, I like other people to be able to play the game too. And you know, trying to learn some of these older games is a little difficult. Because back in the day, you learned from the people you played against and from the magazines at the time. And now really all you have is, well, you got the internet, right? But most of the time it's like text files and things like that. So you don't really have anybody showing you like the actual inputs on screen or talking you through the timing or anything like that. So that's why I started making those videos. But this is kind of just an extension on that. Now say right here, just in regards to TJ Combo, okay? You're gonna see me do this a lot, like jump in, pressure move into the roll. And I'm gonna try not to do that right now. I'm gonna try to use some of these other openers because he has so many openers to choose from. He's got more than anybody in the game, which I guess, you know, that makes sense, right? His name's Combo, so why not? But the computer falls for the roll. Like, they don't necessarily fall for all the other stuff. Early on, yeah, but especially when I get up a little higher in the battle plan, it's really gonna be about the roll. So I apologize if it gets a little redundant near the end, but that's just sort of how the AI works. You know, you just got to do whatever thing works. It's like you got to stick to. So yeah, TJ Combo in general, he's the character that feels the most like a Killer Instinct 1 character to me. And I think it's because so many characters in KI1 had to charge. Of course, they had like quarter circle forwards and all that stuff, right? You had characters that had that. But a lot of characters had charge moves. And most of that changed to quarter circle forward, or rotate to down forward, or rotate to down back. Right? ORCHID had a lot of like charge moves. GLACIUS, right? But they're all rotations now. Whereas TJ Combo has to charge, and he's the only character that has to charge. Everybody else, you know, even Maya and SABREWULF, you know, they have to do back forward motions. But yeah, TJ's the only charge character, so yeah, he feels a little bit more KI1 to me, which is kind of cool. I guess, well, JAGO also feels like KI1, honestly, because his move, the way you do his moves is the same in both games. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to mention. And I need to start using his meter moves. So these are the first 3 characters. Just kind of knock them out. Not really a big deal. It's always the same 3 characters though. You always fight SABREWULF, ORCHID, and Maya. The order changes, but it's always them. FULGORE is always next to last. Obviously GARGOS is always last, but so yeah, this is where I'll probably start doing the roll a lot. Because at this point already, the arcade is trying to make you pay up some more money, right? That's what the whole thing is. So you had to start learning how to beat the game, right? So yeah, that's where these habits come from. And see, if you miss it, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. We'll just go straight into it. How about that? Let's get a few of these in. There can only be one TJ combo, buddy. No imposters. Let's get one more. Sweet. So, yeah, I'm just thinking of one thing that I didn't put in my tutorial because honestly I didn't know it at the time. And it's another one of those things I noticed on accident. Because as I've been making these tutorials, I've been paying a lot more attention to meter and what builds meter and how much meter things take, right? So, yeah, the thing I noticed on accident is that TJ Combo can actually do his super with less than 6 bars. So everybody's like big damage super is a 6 bar attack, and TJ's is. But he can start the move with fewer blocks of meter, but does less hits. So right now I actually have only 3 bars. And you see I did it, right? But he only did 2 punches. So basically each bar adds a hit. So if I do the 6 bar version, it's 5 hits. 5 bar version is 4 hits. All the way down to 3 bars for 2 hits. And yeah, I just noticed it on accident. Because I was playing the arcade, right through arcade mode, I should say, and starting a combo and attempting a super, you know, thinking, oh, well, he will have blocked enough, I would have gotten enough meter to pull it off, and I noticed, like, oh, I only have 5 bars, but it still did it, and that had me confused. I was like, wait, I thought it was 6 bars, right? Anyway, I went through a whole thing, and then I took it into training and was testing it out, and I figured it out. Because once it started dawning on me, I was like, yeah, I have noticed times where it looked like he only did like 2 or 3 punches. And I thought I was just imagining it. I was like, nah, it's a 5 hit. So yeah, there's a little thing I didn't know. I've been playing this since it came out. I don't know, you know. That's how it is, though. You either figured it out yourself, better than a magazine, or the person you're fighting against in the arcade told you. That was it. That was the only ways to learn it. Now TJ can do his roll, like to evade fireballs, just like that. Need to step it up. So that's a little short combo I like to do. Let's see if we can. I really just wanted to knock him off the bridge, but it's okay. But yeah, that's something that's really cool. Is like finding out something new about a game that you've been playing for however long, right? 96. So it's been a minute. It's been a little while. I need to do some air combos and stuff. Those are a lot of fun. Just like that. You can also use the super as a juggle. I didn't mention that either. That's fun to do. His super is just, it's so satisfying to me. That running, just barrage of punches is so cool. no. So that little combo there that I'm doing is I'm using the wind-up punch, which is hold fierce punch and let go. And then I'm jumping in with a fierce attack, pressing fierce again, and then letting go of fierce. And then pressing it again. But yeah, it's just a 3-hit I like to do. So that's really interesting what just happened there. So I've always said you have to do 2 hits. You have to do 2 hits before you can do an ender. But that first punch missed. Right, I pressed forward and fierce kick. The first punch didn't hit. The second one connected, but the ultra still started. Now, actually, I'll have to watch that video again to see how many hits that did. Just to be sure that was 1 hit into ultra. That's interesting. Like I say, always learning stuff. And hey, you know, I don't mind if somebody wants to tell me something. You know, I'm not one of these guys that's like, hey, I'm a know-it-all about it. Like, I say I know a lot about KI, but you know, there's always new stuff to learn about it. I find anyway, always finding new stuff. Or yeah. Oh no. Whew. Yeah, I'll probably start focusing a bit more. I'm not gonna talk just to talk. I don't guess it's kind of a good point. See you later. So it should be starting to get difficult at this point. So Tusk, yeah, this is always a good fight. I say always, so now that I've said that, it'll probably be terrible. But in general, yeah, when I have this fight, it's kind of, it could go either way. It's usually down to the wire. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. So we'll see. We'll see if this is where I continue or what happens. But oh man, just chip him out. Probably regret that, right? So yeah, I only ever taunt the computer, which probably doesn't make sense, but I don't ever do any kind of taunts against actual players. I guess I'm whatever you want to call it, a respectful player, whatever it is, but yeah, that's just me. So I have to have fun when I fight the actual computer. With the exception of my friends, of course. I've always got to be a jerk to them, but that's different. All right, so yeah, me doing a finish move on Tusk, that's going to change TJ Combo's ending. So his ending is based on whether you do a finish move on Tusk or not. Yeah, Fulgore. Yeah. I'll probably jinx it by saying this, but honestly, like, I lose to him 1 out of 100 times. So this will probably be that one time because I just made that statement. But yeah, in general, he's not really he's usually not too bad. I should have just done the finisher right there. Oh well. Oh yeah, I haven't done his ultimate. Oh well. Let's try it. Alright, then we move on to Gargos. Now Gargos is a little hit or miss. A lot of times I just beat him the first time, and then if I don't beat him the first time, then it's like, you know, you have to continue 4 times, but we'll see. And one of the coolest things though is that TJ Combo's super move that makes characters dizzy works on Gargos. Gargos doesn't have a dizzy animation, but you can hear him, and he just stands there, so you know he's dizzy, which is really cool. So another reason why this is such a powerful move. But you want to not be really close to Gargos when you do it, because he tends to throw his little stubby kick out and will interrupt your attack. So you want to be a little ways away from him, and the shockwave is pretty big, so you kind of do it from back here, right? And then when you get him down to the end, there we go, okay. That went easy. It's not always the case. But yeah, when you get down to the end, he's going to try to combo break all the time. So if you do a 3-hit, like, it's broke. So you always want to just do your 2 hits and instantly go into Ultra if that's what you're doing, or just hit him with a move that's going to knock him in the air. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. That's not always the case. Sometimes these things are disastrous, especially if you're trying to record something, but it won't always be the case. So I plan on doing playthroughs of everybody, so surely at some point, probably Spinal. He's the one I'm the worst at, is playing Spinal, so that probably won't go too well, but we'll struggle through. So yeah, hopefully this was entertaining or you learned something. And yeah, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.